step, the storm on the scope, almighty thunder coming for me, I hope. Rolled over the horizon.
Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is gonna be on how to apply your foundation flawlessly and to make your skin look good, and yes, to make you happy when you apply foundation, because a lot of people have asked me, oh my god, what do I do? My foundation looks cakey, I can't find the right color, I don't know what to do. What do I do to cover up my dark circles? What do I do for my red spots? I'm gonna show you how to do that. But before I go into the video, let's just talk about choosing your foundations. Normally when I go to brides and I'm applying their foundations, I always tell them that the purpose of makeup is to enhance your beauty and not to make you look like someone completely different. Well, this was my definition of what makeup does. A lot of people can choose their own, well, can decide on their own view of makeup, but this is what I thought. So a lot of people would choose to wear foundations lighter than their neck color. That's up to you, so you can choose your own foundation. But if you want something that matches your skin tone and it's just gonna make your skin look flawless, when you go and you want to go and buy a foundation and you want to go and try it out, ask your makeup artist who's in charge of the stand that you're at to try your foundation on your clean skin, to maybe put it on the areas where the light shines most. So where I apply my highlighter, so around here and around here, ask them to apply it there, and also around your jawline, because that's where you're going to see the difference between your jaw and your neck. So you'll be able to see if it's blending it in. Also ask them to blend it in properly, and then you'll decide whether it matches your skin or not. And also when you go to maybe MAC or INGLOT or wherever you want to go and buy your foundations at, normally they have a bright light that's shining on your face, so you'll be able to see it properly. So it's like that bright white light, and you'll be able to see the color difference, or whether it blends in properly. You'll be able to see everything, and they are very helpful, so they will help you with whatever you need. Another thing is, a lot of people will go for a lighter foundation. Like I said, it's up to you how you want to wear it. But from experience, if you have a lighter foundation than your actual skin tone, it might turn out to look a little ashy. So be careful with that, and just make sure the foundation makes your skin look good. So also, if you have an oily skin, don't go more for a mineralized sort of finish, because that's just going to make you look more oily. Or if you have a dry skin, don't go for a very matte look, because that's going to make your skin look very heavy and very caked. So maybe then you could go for a mineralized finish. But like I said, when you go and buy your makeup, I'm sure your makeup artist that's in charge of the stand that you're at will help you with all of those. These are just like my tips, and you don't have to agree with them, but it's the tips that I use. So before this intro gets too long, let's go into it, and I will show you how to get your foundation looking like this. Oh yes, and I'm wearing the Anastasia Beverly Hills in Catherine, liquid lipstick in Catherine. Okay, and yes, I will leave any links or anything down below in the description box, so please use it before you ask me what have I used, because I do put everything down below, guys. Okay, and like always, thank you everyone for all the support. Okay, let's go at this tutorial now. Okay, bye. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is to get your hair out of your face. So let's tie it up with a scrunchie, a hair tie, whatever you want, a clip, and then make sure your skin is cleaned and you've cleansed it. I've just got eyeliner and some lipstick on and a little bit of mascara, but I've just washed my face, and I will leave a link into the description box below of the facial products that I've used. And now I need to moisturize my skin. It's so important to moisturize your skin before you apply your foundation, so that it goes on evenly and it sits nicely and your skin looks healthy. So the moisturizer that I'm using is this Acne cream by Skinfood Apothecary, and I'm mixing it in with the same, a facial oil from the same brand, and it's a brightening serum. I don't think it's been launched yet, but if it has, I will leave details to the company below. And I'm mixing it also in with some of the face elixir by Skinfood Apothecary. And this stuff is amazing because it actually makes your skin sort of glow. And the acne cream has an SPF inside, which is amazing for day wear. So I'm massaging that into my skin. And it sort of makes your skin look even a little brighter, which I love. Well, that's what the brightening cream is supposed to do, but together with this, it is brilliant. And make sure you take it down to your neck. The next important thing that you want to do is to make sure you prime your face. You don't really have to, but for me, when I apply foundation, I make sure that I have used the primer on my skin, because it makes your skin so flawless and so easy for it to sit on that even if you have bumps, they sort of go a little, well, not go down, but because of the primer evening it all out, it doesn't look as bumpy, if you know what I mean, when you applying your foundation. So I'm using my Sephora gel primer. This is also very nice for aged skin because the silicone based primers sort of, it's almost done, guys, because the silicone in the primer sort of goes into all those wrinkles, I guess, in between your fine lines, and they fill them up, so your wrinkles look a lot less once you've used a gel primer. Now to cover up any dark circles, I don't really have that many dark marks or red marks on my skin, but I'm just going to show you just for fun. So if you have any dark circles under your eyes or any dark marks, I mean, I've just got like a few spots, just a few small spots around my face. Anything that's like bluey toned, purpley toned, browny toned, those normally get color corrected if you use a peachy orangey type concealer. You can even use an orange sort of lipstick for this. I've used it, but now I'm going to use this INGLOT peach concealer, and I'm just going to show you how to do it, even though I don't have that many marks on my skin. And if you have dark circles, so I'm using my ring finger and I'm patting it on. I'm not blending it away because you still want that sort of peachy consistency to, well, peachy color to show through the foundation so that it corrects with the foundation over it. And then put some here. And then if you've got acne and you've got red spots around your face, what would combat that is a green concealer, and I'm using this concealer here, and it's by INGLOT again. And so you'd apply it over any redness that you've got on your face. Be careful not to go too heavy with this because sometimes it can look ashy, but any redness on your face will get color corrected with a green concealer. And like I said, I'm not gonna blend it in too much because I don't really need it. Okay, now that that's on, I'm gonna apply my foundation. I'm using two foundations today, and that's my Lancome foundation and my L'Oreal Infallible foundation. I normally do use two because it's hard to find one that really matches my skin, and the two of these, this is a very lightweight one but it's full coverage, and this is a matte one, so the mixture between the two sort of makes my skin look really nice. So I'm gonna do one pump of that and a pump of this one. This one is a little heavy, but it looks really nice once it's mixed in with that one. So I'm doing a pump of that. And then I'm taking a beauty blender, a damp beauty blender. Guys, well, it's a little dirty, but it's okay. I've only used it once. You can use a brush or whatever you use. I love using a damp beauty blender because I just find that it blends like your foundation in so flawlessly, and there aren't any streaky lines or anything. I do have a new set of brushes which I haven't tried yet, and I will be doing a video on them soon, but for now I'm using a damp beauty blender. I prefer using this damp. Guys, please don't use it dry. Well, you can if you want to, but for me this works best when it's damp. So it doubles in size, so it will look small when you buy it, and then you just run some water and you squeeze out the excess water and you will have a big beauty blender. So I've pumped it out on my hand and I'm doing that, and you're gonna dab it all over your face. You're not gonna do this sort of motion, you're gonna dab it because this will blend it in better. Remember to take it down under your neck, and I'm just gonna blend it in. Remember, don't forget under your eyes. As you can see, I had a tiny red spot here, but with the green over it and the foundation over, it looks like my normal skin tone.
Swept up in home, bed and the hatches and teardrops and branches, but I hear the silence now, right in my core. I never heard silence like this before. Yeah, I hear the silence now.
Now I'm gonna highlight, and I'm using my MAC Mineralize Skin Finish, well not Skin Finish, but my MAC Mineralize Concealer in NW20, and I'm highlighting under my eye. When you're highlighting under your eye, what you want to do is make sure that you highlight in a triangular shape, as this will give a lifting effect. And then down my forehead, a little bit on my chin, and then just some around here and there. And I'm taking my same beauty blender and the pointed edge.
Wall to wall, never heard silence like this before.
Now I want to set all of this. I'm not doing any contouring or anything like that, but I am going to set this with my MAC Mineralize Skin Finish in medium plus, and it looks like this. So I'm just setting my foundation. So I'm using my powder brush just to set it all over my face. I actually quite like this powder because it's medium to full coverage, but it also is very lightweight and it gives a slight glow to the skin, which makes it look very healthy, and that's because it's in the Mineralize range. Next, I'm going in with this blush. It is by NARS and the color is Dolce Vita, and I'm using my Real Techniques blush just to blend it in onto the apples of my cheeks. It's a very mauvey sort of shade which suits my skin tone just perfectly. And then I couldn't find my highlighter, so well, oh, there we go. And it is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Rivera Illuminator. To be honest, I thought this would be more pigmented when I got it, but it's not as pigmented as the glow kits. So it took quite a few dips with my brush into the compact that it came in, but I just worked with it and it turned out quite nice. Okay, so to set all of this and to make sure my foundation doesn't move and to actually fix it in place, I'm using my MAC Fix Plus spray, and I'm just going to spritz it all over my face. This also adds a lot of moisture into your skin, and it just makes your skin look really radiant, I guess, and moisturized and healthy. And yes, so this is how your foundation will sit, and I will do a close-up. Gotta fix my lipstick there.
Very tall buildings, lights at high speed, trail galaxies hidden all around me. Up on the rooftop, wasteland of a view. Piece of the sirens, can you hear them too? Or is it just silence?